met you. A beautiful theme of every dream I ever knew. Down deep in my heart, I hear it play. I feel it start and melt away. I hear music when I touch your hand, a beautiful melody from some enchanted land. Down deep in my heart, I hear it say, is this the day? I alone have heard this lovely strain. I alone have heard this glad refrain. Must it be forever inside of me? Why can't I let it go? Why can't I let you know? Why can't I let you know the song my heart would sing? What beautiful rhapsody of love and youth and spring. The music is sweet, the words are true, the song is you.
Arabian people. Yes, yes, I've met some very nice people, some very, very, very nice people, but you meet the nicest people in your dreams. It's funny, but it's true, and that's where I first met you, and you're the nicest, paradisest thing I ever knew. I've looked the universe over, from Wackanack to Dover, and now that we have met, how sweet it seems. I love you more the more I know you, which only goes to show you, you meet the nicest people in your dreams.
Thank you very much, Fats. This is Rich, Song of the Squanderer. Conaty welcoming you to a Duchin' What Comes Naturally edition of the Big Broadcast. It's Big Broadcast 2221 consecutively. We're at 90.7 FM, WFUV, and we're streaming like the dickens at WFUV.org. Started out with a Jerome Kern song. The song is You, I think from Music in the Air. Frank Munn crooning with Eddie Duchin, his Central Park Casino Orchestra, November 1932. From the sixth Big Broadcast collection, Irene Taylor, Paul Whiteman's Orchestra, 1932, in The Dim, Dim Dawning. In the band, Fudd Livingston and Andy Sechrist. Here's Bessie Smith in 1925. Nobody's blues but mine. I think we've got a hit on our hands. The big broadcast on WFUV in New York with a Fudd Livingston original, Sax Appeal, recorded by the Devonshire Restaurant Dance Band, directed by Bert Furman, May 1927. Fudd Livingston, born 110 years ago today. He died in March 1957. Bessie Smith with Bob Fuller and Elmer Snowden, 1925. Nobody's Blues But Mine. I'm Rich Conaty, youth and handsome star of the big broadcast, the program for the old and the old at heart. If you're listening for the first time this evening, someday this is all that will be left of my memory pyramid. Welcome to the big broadcast radio family of the air. On tonight's show, if I'm not mistaken, and I could be, our first ever birthday salute to Eddie Duchin, Fudd Livingston, Bud Freeman, Charles N. Daniels, maybe better known as Neil Murray, Chester Kahn, sometimes known as Chester Cone, Casper Reardon, Bessie Smith, and your requests in the second half of tonight's big broadcast. Harpist Casper Reardon, born in Little Falls, New York on April 15th, 1907. He played with both the Philadelphia and Cincinnati Symphony Orchestras. He was in New York, 1934, radio, recording. He was heard on the Saturday Night Swing Club, I guess that was around 1937-38. Seen on Broadway in I Married an Angel, 1938. And he was performing until the time of his death in New York City, March 1941. Jack Teagarden and his orchestra with Casper Reardon, Benny Goodman, Charlie Teagarden, Frankie Trumbauer, September 1934, Junkman.
Time passes by, motionless as in a dream. Once you and I watched our reflections smile out of a stream. We kissed and love flowed through my heart like the water under the bridge, sweetheart. But the roses paled, the moon turned white, and the water froze 'neath the bridge one night. If the old bridge knew just the way we felt, then the water that froze 'neath the bridge would melt, and the tide would bring you back to me, and our love would flow as constantly as the water under the bridge. The tide would bring you back to me, and our love would flow as constantly as the water under the If I had $1 million, I know just what I would do. I'd tie a string around the world and bring all of it to you. Those little things you pray for, whatever they may be, I'd have enough to pay for them all, COD. If I spent the $1 million, I know I would never care, because as long as you were mine, I'd still be a millionaire. That's why I'm always dreaming of what I'd do if I had $1 million and you.
Big Broadcast on WFUV, beginning with Jack Teagarden's orchestra, Caspar Reardon harp, 1934 Joe Meyer song, Junkman. Then a pair of premieres. Jack Fulton, 1934 Vocalion recording, Caspar Reardon present, Water Under the Bridge. Bud Freeman, part of the 1934 Joe Hames Orchestra. Gene Traxler, I think he was the bass player, taking the vocal on a song written by Johnny Mercer and Matty Malneck. If I Had $1 Million, that was introduced in Transatlantic Merry-Go-Round. I'm Rich Conaty with the Big Broadcast every Sunday, 8 to midnight on WFUV in New York. There's been a healthy flurry of new fans for this show on Facebook. I hope you'll keep that up. Fans of the WFUV Big Broadcast. That's on Facebook. Fans of the WFUV Big Broadcast. How nice it would be on the eve of our fundraiser next Sunday to reach 3,000 fans. Fans of the WFUV Big Broadcast, Facebook. Joe Venuti and his Blue Six with Benny Goodman, Bud Freeman, Dick McDonough, Joe Sullivan, 1933. Sweet Lorraine.
steady tick-tick-tock. Whenever, whatever the time of day may be, Atlantic, Pacific, it's all the same to me. From AM to PM, in any state or clime, my thoughts will always rhyme with love. Each minute, each hour, with every single chime. From AM to PM, I love you all the time.
I'm telling you. She's got curves that affect my nerve.
Here comes the queen of them all.
I'm seeing your dazzle, that you're bewildered,
And we're beginning to fall. You're telling me that she's got lots of looks. Has she got lots of looks? You're telling me. You're telling me that she has class and clothes. Has she got these and those? You're telling me.
Is she a beauty? And a nifty dresser?
a little cutie.
You're asking me?
I'm telling you.
You're telling me that she's got loads of charm that fit right in your arm. You're telling me.
The second generation Rhythm Boys, Paul Whiteman's orchestra, Fudd Livingston in the band, 1932. You're telling me. a Walter Donaldson song. Prior to that, Dick Robertson, the High Steppers in August 1932, From AM to PM, I Love You All the Time. Written by Harry Tabaris. Oh, I just slay me. Written by Harry Tobias, Ted Fiorito, and Neil Moray, a.k.a. Charles N. Daniels. We began with Joe Venuti and his Blues Six, among them Bud Freeman, 1933, Sweet Lorraine. Big broadcast, Sundays 8 to midnight on WFUV in New York. WFUV gets support from listeners like you and the Corporation for Public Broadcasting.
And Mountain Valley Spring Water. Originating from a natural spring, Mountain Valley is available in glass packaging and can be delivered directly to home or office. More information at 201-896-8000 or online at healthwatersinc.com.
If you've got a restaurant or catering business and you love WFUV, you're just the person we want to talk to. We've got a lot of mouths to feed during our next membership drive, and your business could provide the food. We'd love to team up with you. Just call WFUV and ask for Linda at 718-817-4550.
But I'm hungry now. Still ahead, Sam Coslow, Phil Neely, and Bessie Smith. Here's Scrappy Lambert, Red Nichols and his Five Pennies in 1929, Jack Teagarden, Jimmy Dorsey, Pee Wee Russell, and on the tenor and responsible for the chart, Fudd Livingston. Wait for the happy ending.
Singapore sorrows stealing around at night. Singapore sorrows, filling each soul with pride. Out through the gloom, they go round to your room. And while you sleep, they just keep right on crooning. Nothing but sadness, why did you go astray? You will find gladness if you just stay away. That's what I heard in that old Chinatown. Singapore sorrows, following you around.
Big broadcast with Ben Pollock and his Californians, April 1928, Singapore Sorrows. In the band, Jimmy McPartland, Glenn Miller, Benny Goodman, Bud Freeman, and Fudd Livingston did that chart. Bud Freeman was born 110 years ago Wednesday. He died in 1991. We heard Fudd as one of the Louisiana Rhythm Kings, along with Glenn Miller, a group directed by Red Nichols, 1929. Out Where the Blues Begin. Scrappy Lambert, Red Nichols and his Five Pennies. Fudd was there as well, 1929. Wait for the Happy Ending. The big broadcast every Sunday, 8 to midnight on WFUV in New York. Saluting songwriter Chester Kahn. He was born in San Francisco on April 14th, 1894. He was a composer and probably more significantly a music publisher. Had songs, however, to his credit, from the early 1920s into the mid-1950s. I just learned the other day, doing a little digging, that he wrote Make Her Mine, Make Her Mine, Make Her Mine, which I think was like 1954, and he had success with songs after that. Chester Kahn died in Forest Hills in April 1973. Carlton Coon Sanders Orchestra, Chicago, June 1928, a Chester Kahn, Ned Miller song, Too Busy.
I'm not lying. I've noticed you've been trying hard to shake me, and it's making me blue. I can't understand your action, but I'll get my satisfaction. Don't you worry, just you wait and see, dear. Wait till you want me, honey, then it won't be so funny when I say that I'm too busy for you.
slack of night, I gotta go where you are. If it's wrong or right, I gotta go where you are. I'll roam through the dismal swampland, searching for you. 'Cause if you are lost there, let me be there too. Through the smoke and flame, I gotta go where you are. For no place could be too far where you are. Ain't no chains can bind you. If you live, I'll find you. Love is calling me. I gotta go where you are.
Big broadcast. Chloe, the Song of the Swamp. 1928, Sam Coslow with Tracy Brown's Orchestra. Chloe was written by Gus Kahn and Neil Murray. His real name, Charles N. Daniels. He also wrote as Jules Lemaire. Phil Neely, Abe Lyman's California Orchestra, 1928, My Suppressed Desire, and Carlton Coon Sanders, 1928, Too Busy. Those two written by Ned Miller and Chester Kahn. I'm Rich Conaty. This is The Big Broadcast. Every Sunday, 8 to midnight. I can rally a lot of energy for an elderly fellow. 8 to midnight every Sunday on WFUV in New York. Membership. Next week, and actually 52 weeks out of the year, but next week in particular, we make an on-air fuss about a WFUV membership. In between the vital matter of membership, we've got Alex Hill, we've got the songs of Al Lewis and Kay Swift, we've got Jimmy Noon. What we won't have are requests because they just get lost in the chaos. However, if you'd like to request something for 2 weeks from tonight, the 24th, 4242 Conaty. It's a vanity number. 4242 Conaty or Rich Conaty, Conaty. Rich Conaty at WFUV.org. Bessie Smith in 1923. My Sweetie Went Away.
All the time. Sue came home one afternoon and found an empty dining room without a word. Her turtle still had flown. She began to moan. My sweetie went away, but he didn't say where, he didn't say when, he didn't say why. Oh, bid me goodbye, I'm blue as I can be. I know he loves another one, but he didn't say who, he didn't say which, he didn't say what. His mama has got that too.
It's WFUV and WFUV HD, New York. Listener-supported public media from Fordham, the Jesuit University of New York. Music discovery starts here.
Right next to Mabel. Clap hands, here comes Charlie. Clap hands, good time Charlie. Clap hands, here comes Charlie now. Here comes Charlie. Good time Charlie. Here comes Charlie now. This way, meet the dolly. I say, Ziegfeld Folly. Hey, hey, Charlie, meet the frau.
See the smile on all those hungry faces? Why, they can tell that he's a buyer from the wide and open spaces. Clap hands, here comes Charlie. Good time, Charlie. Clap hands, here comes Charlie now.
away from you, miss you too.
everything goes wrong, and there's nobody to cheer me when you're not near me. I'm blue every Monday, thinking over Sunday, that one day when I'm with you. It seems that I sigh all day Tuesday, I cry all day Wednesday. Oh my, how I long for you. And then comes Thursday, gee, it's long, it never goes by. Friday makes me feel like I'm gonna die. But after payday, that's my fun day. I shine all day Sunday, that one day when I'm with you.
Cliff Edwards, Ukulele Ike, his hot combination with Red Nichols, Miff Mole, Frankie Trumbauer, 1926, Sunday. Written by Ned Miller, Julie Stein, Benny Kruger, and Chester Kahn. The California Ramblers, November 1925. Clap hands! Here Comes Charlie. In the band, Bobby Davis, Adrian Rolini, and Fudd Livingston. Bessie Smith in 1923, My Sweetie Went Away. Roy Turk and somebody else. Big broadcast every Sunday on WFUV in New York. Still ahead, Ted Lewis, Frank Parker, and a pair of opportunities to pick up a pair of tickets to Saturday's Ukulele Extravaganza. That's going to be Kent Lakes, New York. I guess essentially, Lake Carmel, right along the main drag of Lake Carmel. If you want to find out more about the event in advance of the ticket giveaways, artsonthelake.org. Artsonthelake.org. They are behind the, second annual Ukulele Extravaganza coming up Saturday. Workshops from 3 to 5, concert at 7 p.m. Couple of pair of tickets going out before the close of this particular big broadcast. Blossom Seeley, backed by the Georgians in 1925. Ned Miller, Chester Kahn.
Sorrows were never meant to be, but still they come to you and me. Like the skies of gray, they come and fade away. So don't mind the rain. It's bound to clear right up again. But when the clouds go rolling by, a rainbow lights the sky. And all at one time there's a lot of sunshine. Don't
dream. The magic bliss of our first kiss returns with every dream. But now my heart is sad and blue when evening shadows gleam. For love has flown and I'm alone beside a silvery stream.
I don't care if you go away. Believe me, I don't care if you go to stay. I don't care if you sigh. I don't care if you cry. I don't care, why should I don't care if you leave me flat. And listen, honey, I don't care any more than that. Tell me, why should I feel so blue when you've been so untrue? There's many better than you, so why should I care?
I Don't Care. September 1928, a tune that originated with the Hal Kemp Band. Saxy Dowell wrote it. Al Shane with Jimmy McHugh's Bostonians, I suspect a strong kinship with the Ben Pollock Orchestra, including reed man Fudd Livingston. Irving Kaufman, Ben Burney's Hotel Roosevelt Orchestra, 1925, Beside a Silvery Stream. Written by Louis Nova, whose original name was Louis Chevy II. Ben Black and Charles N. Daniels. Blossom Seeley, The Georgians, 1925, Don't Mind the Rain. Ned Miller, Chester Kahn song. Big broadcast on WFUV in New York. WFUV gets support from listeners like you.
And the Syncopated Times, exploring the world of hot jazz, ragtime, and swing each month. Festival listings, features, and articles dedicated to celebrating the music of the jazz age and keeping it alive in performance. The Syncopated Times. Information on Facebook and syncopatedtimes.com. WFUV's corporate underwriters get to combine good work and good business when they support WFUV.
My name is Sarah Villaggio, and I work at Jazz at Lincoln Center. WFUV is a great value compared to many of the other radio outlets and other media outlets in general in New York. Jazz at Lincoln Center is trying to enhance our programming and reach a broader audience than we have in the past, and WFUV's audience is definitely that. It's full of eclectic music fans, and we're seeing a greater response from our underwriting on WFUV.
To find out more about the value of corporate underwriting on WFUV, call Shari Rosen-Asher at 718-817-4554 or email us at underwriting@wfuv.org.
Among our 7 birthdays tonight, Bessie Smith. She was born in Chattanooga, Tennessee on April 15th, 1895. She began touring with Ma Rainey at the outset of her career, had success in Atlantic City, Philadelphia, began recording for Columbia in 1923. I think she recorded until 29, maybe 1930, then one last recording session in 1933. She died on the road to Memphis in September 1937. Big broadcast with Ma Rainey in 1927. A good man is hard to find.
I ain't much to look at. I ain't much to see. I'm glad I'm living, and I'm lucky to be. But I got a woman that's crazy for me. She's funny that way. Can't save a dollar, I ain't got a cent. But she doesn't holler, she'd live in a tent. But I got a woman that's crazy for me. She's funny that way. why should I leave her? Why should I go? She'd be unhappy without me, I know. Oh, I got a woman that's crazy for me. She's funny that way. But I'm only human. I'm a coward at my best. I'm more than certain that this woman would follow me west. Oh, I got a woman that's crazy for me. She's funny that way.
Chicago, January 1930, Barrel House Stomp. The Cellar Boys with Wingy Manone, Frank Teschmacher, Bud Freeman, and Frank Melrose. Ted Lewis Band, 1928, She's Funny That Way. Written by Richard Whiting and Charles N. Daniels. Bessie Smith, 1927, A Good Man is Hard to Find. Big broadcast every Sunday, 8 to midnight on member-supported WFUV in New York. This coming Wednesday is the beginning of WFUV's spring membership drive, but it gets really interesting next Sunday night between 8 and midnight. I hope you'll be there for that, and maybe you'll even want to come up to WFUV to help out as a phone volunteer. Now, phone volunteers are needed throughout the drive beginning on the 13th, but I would love to meet. I'm a little standoffish, but take a chance. If you want to come up to WFUV on the beautiful Rose Hill campus of Fordham University in the Bronx, give a call this week during business hours, 718-817-4550, 718-817-4550, or you can go online right now to WFUV.org, click on, I think, support, and then you'll see a volunteer form, and I look forward to meeting you, assuming you're not peculiar, next Sunday during WFUV's, my end of WFUV's spring membership drive. Again, if you want to volunteer at any point during the drive, give a holler this week at 718-817-4550, 718-817-4550. Go online to WFUV.org, click on support, and then you'll see a form to volunteer. Big broadcast. Here's a record last played on the show of April 12th, 2009. The song was written by Ned Miller, Carmen Lombardo, and Chester Kahn. Smith Ballou, Ted Wallace and his Campus Boys, 1929.
Tell me, sweetness, do you love me as I love you?